Is it somebody right on my core? This is the moment you're meant to know.
Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? How are you? How are you? Well, I hope you had a fabulous, fabulous weekend. This is Back to Life Monday. Woo-hoo! This is kind of going in and out. I hope you had a fabulous Monday. I hope you had a fabulous weekend and you made it back on Monday. I hope everything was well. I hope you had a great weekend. Really, really, I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I wasn't feeling so well over the weekend. As for myself, it was Friday. Yep, Friday and Saturday I had a little setback, and but I'm okay. I mean, it was, I know that when you have autoimmune diseases, sometimes you just have a flare up for no reason, or you ate the wrong thing, or you moved the wrong way, or whatever.
It's like that.
It's just like that, but I'm feeling better today, and this is marvelous. So as for me, I'm happy to be alive, and I'm happy to be feeling better, and I'm not laying around feeling all blue, So
Most definitely.
With that being said, enough about me. Now I want to talk about Solange and Megan. Now at this point, I am gossiping. Okay? I am gossiping, and everything I say from the cards is allegedly. But at this point, it ain't nothing else really to talk about. So I found this interesting.
Yes.
I did. It's no big news happening at this time. So I figured, why not? Why not?
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean them no harm. I don't mean anybody no harm. I'm not one of them people that wants to hurt you, tear you down. I just say what I see or what I know about you. And I try to be respectful. That's all. That's what we try to do.
Yes, we do.
And even though we try to be respectful, sometimes people's feelings get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
What can you do? But nevertheless, I was thinking, now it is said that Solange practice, I don't want to call it magic. I want to say Solange practiced the secret book.
Okay, I like that.
We like secret book.
Yeah, the secret book.
The secret books. She knows about the mysteries of the secret book. And let's say the secret book is alchemy. Okay. Now, when I think about Solange, this is what came to me as I was shuffling up the cards. What came to me is Meg just broke up with her boyfriend.
Yes.
And that was last month or this month. Could have been this month.
Yeah, could have been earlier this month.
Could have been earlier this month.
Well, last month.
And now she's with Solange.
Yes.
And Solange and Beyonce was on a trip a month or so ago, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, after she did a concert.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that she's pregnant, but you all know that. And what people say that she's not. I think Beyonce is pregnant. I could tell through the thing. She had herself poked out, so you couldn't tell how big she was. Mm-hmm. But you could just tell by her face.
You can.
But you could tell that because she has a plump face, and her face is really shaped like her daughter's.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that the little girl had surgery on her face. I'm not saying that. But it just seemed like now you can't change your jawbone and the way you were born unless you could get it shaved down, because her face is more narrow, because she had a round kind of head, like I'm talking about Blue Ivy. Mm-hmm. I'm all over the place. Let me get back. A round head like Blue Ivy, right? I mean, like Jay-Z. But now when you see her, she seems to me morphing more into a lookalike Beyonce.
Yes.
Which she didn't at first. She looked like her father.
Mm-hmm.
And it seemed like it's a big difference. And I'm not saying they gave the girl surgery. I'm not saying they did. I'm not saying they didn't. But what I can say, makeup can do magic.
That's true.
If you know what you're doing, makeup can do magic. And we're just going to leave it at that. Mm-hmm. But nevertheless, back to Meg and Solange. They're hanging out. They're on a boat. And it just leads me to understand. I have to say it.
Yes.
Everything I say is allegedly.
Indeed.
They on a real skimpy outfits. It is said that Meg goes both ways.
That is true.
All right. Could it be that she's in another, they just having a little fling? As my mind think that they plotting to do something to that guy who hurt her? Mm-hmm. She just brokenhearted just a couple of weeks ago.
She was. Had to
devastated. Come on now. Couldn't do the show. And now just a couple of weeks later, you hanging. You sure Solange ain't give her no drink of a magic potion? Mm-hmm. And they got in a room and they had the little chicken feathers and the and laid some cards and some stones and grinded some stuff. Oh, come on, let me stop giving you secrets.
No, because seriously.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because Meg popped out with her hot girl summer after having a hot girl heartbreak.
And could it have been that she went to the sister? Mm-hmm. I'm not saying, like I said, everything I say is allegedly. I'm just saying we ain't got nothing to talk about. This is sheer gossip. But what won't be gossip is what I'm going to ask. Mm-hmm. But I like to say what's in my head, what I know, and everything I say at this point through the whole reading is allegedly. But everything I'm saying now is gossip. And I think what I want to know is, through tarot, did Meg go to Solange for spiritual healing? Now, you got to understand, Meg is still with
Rock Nation.
So obviously she's friends with this family.
Yes.
So her hanging out with Solange or Beyonce, it wouldn't rock me if she was at their parties. But it is a little to see that she's friends with Solange, because that tells me a lot about Solange. And I do believe that Solange is older than Meg.
Mm-hmm, most definitely.
Meg is what, 28, 29? I don't think Meg is that old. Because when Meg came out, she was what, 22, 23? I don't think Meg been out a good 5 years.
Megan just turned 31 in February.
Oh, so she's been out. Okay, so she must have came out in her like 20, because she was just graduating from college, I believe.
Working on graduating from college.
How old was she when she first started?
24.
24. I knew she was young.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. 24. So what's that, 8 years?
Let me see.
24?
Mm-hmm. To 32. Yep, that's 8 years.
I did that off the top of my head. And she's a math major.
Solange is 39.
Solange is 39?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, actually, she's getting ready
39, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 39.
39.
40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Then that means if Solange is about what, 7 or 8 years older than Beyonce.
You mean younger?
If Beyonce is, yeah, because I think that if I understand, I thought that Beyonce was like 8 years or 7 years older than Solange. That's what I thought. I don't know.
5 years.
5 years,
Yep,
right?
According to Google.
According to Google, but
we know Beyonce lied about her age.
Right, it's starting to show at that point because, yeah. So anyway, let me concentrate. So that's what I want to know. This is just a reading about. This is a quick reading. I just want to know: did Meg go to
Solange,
or what is their names?
Knowles.
The Knowles for spiritual healing. Did she go for spiritual healing? This is what fell out.
Okay.
See it?
Mm-hmm.
So if it show up again, I gotta shuffle. So do you know where it's at?
No, not I.
Do you know where it's at? Do you know where it's at?
Some person out there would really know where it's at.
I don't know where it's at.
I definitely don't know.
At this point, do you really know where it's at? Hey, baby, come cut.
Ooh, okay.
Here we go. Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 12. There she ran down the clock. Hickory dickory dock. How was that an awful mess? But sometimes when you really want to get serious about something, you switch up the atmosphere with something funny. And that way you have a break, just a break to see clear. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it does.
Okay. And then that's the open. Now this is Meg. So we see the page. We see that this is somebody that's very innovative, very creative. Come back to that. This is Meg. This is her present. Judgment. And this is her past. And this is her present. I mean, this is her past. This is her future, her near future. And of course I'll do a further future. And this is her present, and this will be her block. Here we go. Ooh. Now, I'm going to go over the cards and read them to you. Now, the first card that showed up, this is who she is. She is the page. You see that? And when I see the page, the first thing I see somebody that's a young person, a young, that done been through a lot, done experienced fire, who lives their life on the edge, who is intelligent, who is creative, but they're hasty. They don't slow down. They could be so on fire and so believing in something that they put everything into it. It's just everything. And they wind up burning themselves out or being hurt. Because when they put themselves in, and when I think of these wands, which reminds me of, it would remind me of a Sagittarius. It would remind me of, I know these things, it would remind me of an Aries. And it also would remind me of a Leo. And so looking at those strong personalities, what's her sign? Those strong personalities, and that's that fire energy, that fire spark, that needing to do something, the needing to go somewhere, the needing to at that point make that pain go away. And then out of just desperate, she goes of all places to judgment, because in order to go to judgment, you have to die. What's her sign?
Aquarius.
To go, so that's an air sign. So, so fire and air, masculine, feminine, in the same atmosphere. I get it. Yeah. But nevertheless, we can see you would have to die. And I think that hurt. I think it devastated her, but I said that in a reading. I think it devastated her. And also, nights are dealing with messages. And maybe a message came to her, why don't you come Solange could have came in and sent a message to her and said, why don't you come and spend some time with me for a while? Come and spend some time, or maybe Beyonce, or maybe the mother, or whatever. Come get away for a little while, because remember, that's what allegedly that they said Solange did with Beyonce after the show. That's why she wasn't there at where they were. She wasn't there. So, but here you see judgment, and judgment is judgment in this case is where you're so devastated a piece of you die. You could die literally, but in this case she's alive. So we're looking at, this was a spiritual death moment. This devastated her, even though people don't think it's real, but I just trust cards. So even though you don't think it's real, I definitely think this was a death. You see that band-aid there, that devastated, but it's also a card of realization, a card that make you go, oh my God, I see it now. Oh my God, I wanted to see what I wanted to see. Nobody couldn't tell me nothing, but now I see. See, that's judgment. When you wake up to the truth and you see, oh my God. Oh my God. And I guess by her being with Solange put her in that state. Who knows, with some ayahuasca, mushroom, I don't know. Maybe nothing. Everything I say is allegedly. Let's just go for the story and let's just enjoy it anyway. And let me have my peace and let me just go and play my imagination. And we're going to take the truth, and we know that it's some bones, and we're going to spit out the bones. How about that? We're going to eat the meat, but we're going to spit out of the bone. So anything that I say from this moment forward that you go, oh, that's bones, spit it out and keep the meat. How about that?
Yep. Now
I'm going into my imagination as I read this, because I see this as a picture. So I'm sharing as I see it. So as I said, I see that everything I say is allegedly. That's it. I'm going in. Is that all right?
Yeah.
So I see Solange, like, this is how I see it in my mind. She calls, or somebody makes a call, come, girl in trouble, And let's say Solange is famous for doing that. She knows how to get into that mind. She is neo soul, And so she calls, and so they get together, and now, she's in a broken place, and maybe she gave her some ayahuasca or mushroom and was there to help her to see. And in this moment, she gets to see May gets to see who she is, how she didn't listen, how she wanted it, how she let her desires rule. How she allowed her desires rule. And all at the same time, her block card is, let's say, Solange.
Okay.
Because Solange, let's say Solange is the one that's giving. Let's say that, right?
Yes.
Solange is the one that's holding the scales. Okay, let's say that. Let's say Solange is the one who's giving. But all at the same time, is Meg giving to Solange?
Yeah, you're right.
Could it just be a girl thing? Along with all of this, because sometimes when you deal with magic, it comes with sex. I'm not saying it is, I'm just saying, just to put some spice in the story, to make it more conceivable, how these things work, because it's kind of curious to me. We never heard of it any other time where Meg and Solange call and they got pictures with them. If I didn't see pictures, I wouldn't believe it. Right? And she had on a thong.
Yeah, they was dressed up. I mean, they was dressed.
Right? And look, that's the thing in Hollywood. I don't know. It could be the thing all over the world, but I don't know. That's not my thing. Women get with women and men get with men, and women get with women when they feeling sad. And it's something about that sexual magic. I don't know. But Solange just put it out there herself that I'm into the wicked. Now, she may not be wicked, but know this about magic. It is no such thing as good magic and bad magic. It's either It's either you're going to be a dark person and you're going to do dark things, or you're going to do white things, or you're going to be in the middle and play with the grays.
Yeah.
But either way, you're tampering with something that you're not supposed to mess with.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to live our day daily.
Yep.
Be grateful.
Mm-hmm.
But when you go in and you're tampering with you're disordering the way things is to fit your imagination. Is that wrong? For me, no. Not if I'm doing it and not willing to hurt anyone.
Right.
I don't think it's wrong. And I don't think it's wrong if you came for me. You come for me, I will get you back. Period. It may not be today because it don't work that way.
Mm-hmm.
It don't work that way. But it could be 6 months from now. It could be a year from now. You never know. And then something happened. So just be careful who you play with, because you don't know what people are into and what people can do to your aura. And just because you don't believe in those things don't mean it's not true. So, it's a lot of people that live an ungodly life or a life of a heathen, and they say, I believe in God and God believes in me, and they believe in a heathen. But what you don't understand, the moment you hurt someone or you offended someone, your gate is open. Just remember that. But it's not open to everybody. It's open to the one that you're wrong. Mm-hmm. And until you make wrong right, it's just an endless cycle of this thing. So you have to really know how to play with alchemy. And that's only one aspect of it. That's a mental aspect, but it gets deeper than that. Mm-hmm. Because, you could start calling out angels or spirits. You could, so much. Conjure, it's a lot to it. Potions. And the ancestors can go through and give these things to you. The truth of the matter is they're already within us. Our ancestors' DNA is in us. And we can call on it whenever. How? You have to open up this. And many people haven't opened that up. Mm-hmm. So anyway, but I see, as you see, this is very spiritual. Am I making sense?
Yes.
So back to this. It's very spiritual. So I see this, but I also see coins. So this is also something maybe about business, maybe.
Okay.
Business, because right here I see coins again.
Yes.
Could it be that they're going to make a song together? Excuse me. Could it be that they're going to make a song together, or they're doing some kind of business together along with everything else? Maybe this is her way of introducing her to this business. It is a business, mm-hmm. and it's a big business, and it's a money business. Am I right?
Yes.
Doing the arts is big business. Okay. So bringing it in, could it be, but whatever it is, like I said, who is giving who? Because somebody is there. There's 3 people there. So Solange, let's say Solange is in the red, mm-hmm. and Meg is in the yellow. Yeah. So let's say then who is in the blue, or who's there watching, or who knows what's going on. And that person has a trick because they got a red something hanging out their pocket. So someone is watching. Somebody is involved, even if they're not there. Mm-hmm. Somebody knows what's going on. Could it be a ritual? Most definitely. But did Meg seem happy? Yes. And here we see the 12 and the hangman. So Meg felt like she was done wrong. Mm-hmm. She felt he did her wrong. She feels like the world did her wrong. They judge her wrong. They just look at her wrong. And that's how she feels. And I think Solange helped her with that. There is a way that you can cure people through medical books. And there's a way that you can cure people through spiritual books, right? And I think that she's on a spiritual because she set away and she's on the side and was away. And we would have never known that this happened unless they wanted us to know.
Yeah.
Right? Now, for her near future, I mean, that's her future. So out there, I see Meg is coming back. So what, this is somebody's business. This is some kind of business or some kind of money deal. Because after this sabbatical of her, getting over, because she's going to have to forgive. If she's going to deal with the public, she's going to have to forgive. Period.
Yes.
In order to perform, because how you going to perform for people you can't stand? How do you perform for people? You got to understand, when you're listening, the world says a lot of negative things about me. However, not everybody, because we don't.
No,
not
don't.
Everybody is like that. But when you are a celebrity, you could only hear 3 or 5 people, and it's like 10,000.
It does feel like that.
And think about you that does this stuff for a living. You get 5 people that says something negative about one thing when you're not even looking for it. And 5 people in a row, you start thinking, oh my God, I don't want to see no more. It's enough. So just imagine. And so I think that whatever she's doing, I think it's some kind of creative business or some kind of business that they're doing. Is something. It's something. I don't know if Solange going to help her with some music. I don't know what it is. I don't know if Beyonce is in it. I don't know. But I just know that something is business on the works. And I think that they were together. But I wasn't planning on going into that. But I truly believe that there's some kind of business deal that they're dealing with. There's too many pentacles. There's too many pentacles. And whatever it is, Meg is interested. Meg is willing. Meg is ready. And Solange is the one that I say is giving on one hand. But on the other hand, if you're looking at it as a sexual, who's giving who? That would be hard to know. We're not there, right?
Yes.
So for that, what is her outcome? The outcome is queens. So this is some girl stuff going on. There's some girl stuff. There is some competition, but there is some girl stuff going on. And I don't know what it is, but it's some girl on girl stuff going on right here. Girl on girl. And what we see the pentacles, and we see back to the beginning.
Yep, we really came full circle.
And judgment is air, yeah? And so we see air, and we see, what was it? Air, and we see pentacles. After this, it was nothing but pentacles. And so we're back to pentacles again. So whatever it is, I think it's some kind of business. I think it's a business, some kind of business that they're into, or something they're going to do, or something. But it's girl on girl, and they're in it. And one of them, and like I said, Meg is really passionate about it. She heard it. She made a decision. She's very passionate about whatever this is that they are doing or going to do together. And like I said, I don't put nothing past spiritual, sexual encounters when you're dealing with some kind of magic. Just remember that. Even the Kabbalah talks about that. So, and I know we always think it's taboo when you hear sex. Sometimes you need that energy to make it work. Go ahead.
Yes, I just want to, I'm not sure if the cards answered it, but I want to know, has Megan Thee Stallion gotten like her healing that she was looking for?
Yes, she did. Yes. And you see these wands are running for her. They running like I don't know what. Like this is the last card.
Yep, you're right.
Whatever she did, she got rejuvenated. She felt alive again, rejuvenated. Whatever Solange did, whatever Solange did. I feel like calling Solange, what's that name of that doctor? Dr. What is Scaby? Dr. Scobie? Sabi, whatever Sabi, I just feel like saying Solange dealing with this. And she, I truly believe that, but whatever it is, they're in something together. They are. They're into something. And like I said, I don't know if it's a business. It is business, but what kind of business? I don't know.
Interesting.
But it's interesting. Anything else you have to say? And all of this because I believe that Solange probably called her or someone told her, come on over, get a break. Saw her, heard about her. She's just a mess. And she tries probably, just to think this girl don't have her mother. So just imagine she feel all alone in the world. And me myself, just recently losing my mother, I have tremendous feelings of what that feels like when somebody you used to could call and they be there and they're no longer there for you.
Mm-hmm.
And that somebody to keep your secret and somebody that wouldn't judge you even when you stood in the seat of judgment. When that is gone, it's
Yeah.
It could be your sister, it could be your brother, your uncle, somebody, your aunt, your grandmother, your grandfather, your aunt, your uncle, your best friend, somebody that you could find and that you could be yourself with. And they wanted the best for you. And they gave themselves for you. And that's how I felt the mother relationship with her. And I often wonder, what would it be like with Meg if her mother was still here today?
That's a really good question. Mm-hmm.
What would it be?
What would it be like?
What would it be like? And just as that moment, two different things, but it just reminded me of Kanye.
It's like you read my mind.
No way.
That did pop up in my mind.
Go ahead.
Because like you said,
yeah,
similar stories.
Similar story. Just when I reached it, you wasn't there to see it.
Their
It's so
support,
sad.
their backbone.
Their backbone, everything gone. Just a side note. I was looking at Tristan, and I was looking at Tristan in his interview with Chloe. And it just seems like his mother was his backbone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Side tangent. The only problem I have with Khloe Kardashian, just a side note, is she does things and she says she does them from her heart. But the first opportunity she gets, she throws it up in your face and she gloats.
Mm-hmm.
People like that, that's a hypocrite. She's always tooting her horn. If it wasn't for me, if it wasn't did it to Lamar, if it wasn't for me, you would. And I'm not saying this as a judgment. I am saying it as a judgment.
Something you notice.
But it's something I noticed. And she always seemed to be, I'm the martyr. I'm the one. But then she sits back and when it's convenient, she lets the world know it was because of me. It's because I did it. It's because I sacrificed. If it wasn't be like that, if it wasn't my thinking, if it was, she's like that. And to me, when you do that, even if the person you're doing it to don't get it.
Yeah.
After all, she was almost 8 years older than him. And I've always had an issue with that. But this is not about her. But I hope that she find that and see that in herself and fix that. Mm-hmm. But nevertheless,
speaking of people finding things to find them, to just find themselves, and that just ties it back to Megan Thee Stallion, because that's what Megan needed. Apparently, that's what she had gotten from Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah,
from Solange.
And I think Solange saw that she was broken. Mm-hmm. And she didn't have anybody, and I truly believe that's because many a times Meg been through something, but you don't hear about Solange, even when she went with Corey.
Yep, that's true.
You ain't hear not when that Corey, the one that powder?
Tory.
Tory. Even then, not saying it didn't happen, but this they wanted us to know. And to me, it made me realize of all people she could be with is Solange. I think it's a beautiful thing. And that lets me know she's not alone.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Solange gave her the strength and whatever hooka booka luka. And I think that she found healing. And now she has to walk in her healing and forgive. And I think that she's ready. She's the queen. She's ready for her next adventure. When she's finished with this, she's ready to go for it. She's ready to move forward. And it's fast, but in Hollywood, you can't move around for 3 months. That's
True.
money. You got to get over it. You may have to get over a heartbreak in a month. They don't give you time, maybe 6 months. If you're that bad, they may squeeze in 3 months. But outside of that, once contracts are signed and money has been exchanged, it's hard to get out of contracts. So you ain't got time to lollygag. You got to get well. And that's why you see a lot of them get on drugs, get on alcohol, substance abuse, mutilators, diet. They're fighting to stay slim or gain weight, or you see they in a rat race. And for what? To be relevant. To stay relevant.
You have to stay relevant.
That's all it is. They're already famous.
Mm-hmm.
But they work even harder to stay relevant. You know, when they first started, they was working like a dog to get famous and to get their riches.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they thought I remember Kim says, when I'm this age, I'm going to stop.
She did.
She's 45 years old and there's no way of slowing down. She can't. How do I know? Because her children won't even be 18.
Mm-hmm.
When she maybe the oldest girl.
Yeah. No.
And she's 13, right?
Getting ready to turn 13.
So Kim is 5. So that's 5 years from now. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. She'll be 18 years old. She'll be the first to turn 18. And Kim still got other little ones that teenagers. So she really set in momhood then. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She really going to be looking different then. You understand? But she said she'd be retiring by then. But she is not going to be able to retire. How? She got Skims. Mm-hmm. She got kids. How? She could. The only way I think Kim will try to retire is she marries someone and they give her what she wants and she could retire. And maybe she would do it then when she's 50. No, but she craves that. I'm telling you, when everybody is not even thinking about talking about Kimberly, what does she do? She'll pop up with something, put a picture out so y'all can she stay relevant. And I say all that to say this. What these stars want more than anything is to stay relevant. Yes. So Meg don't have the time to sit back like you and I and nurse a broken heart for 6 months or 6 years. She has to be about people and get over it the best way she can. And sometimes you just have to see a witch doctor. That's my opinion. And I say that out of love.
That's true.
I don't say that out of wickedness. And that's how I see Solange. I see her as the witch doctor. Mm-hmm. And I see Beyonce not slow. If you got that picture with Beyonce, put it up. And if you got that picture with Solange artifacts, put them up.
Oh, okay.
So with that being said, I know that Meg is on the way of recovery because she went to visit the witch doctor. And the witch doctor, I truly believe that they doing some kind of business together or whatever, or they made a pact. I don't know. But whatever it is material. It is physical. It's something you could feel, touch, taste, smell, move about. It's something they made because these are pentacles. And pentacles is about everything that is physical. Well, I went all over the place with this, but nevertheless, I hope that you ate the meat and spit out the bones. Yes. I did tell you that I didn't know how this was going to go, but I don't regret it because all those stories take me right back to Meg and the world to me. Having to depend on people she really don't know. I don't even know if her father's living. I don't even know if she's close to her father. I don't know. But it's just good to know, to see her, that she was on that boat and she was laughing again. You know?
Yes.
So, and she wanted us to know that in spirit. Her father?
No, he passed away.
Oh, she's an orphan in the world. She's an orphan. God bless her. And let her know that she's not alone in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Solange came through.
Yeah. She's a part of the Knowles.
She's a part, and no, they took her in, and she took her in and got her and helped her to get well. And gave her something to look forward to, some kind of adventure, some kind of business, something she did monetarily. And obviously, it's two queens. So whatever it is, there is the energy, and Solange have the money.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed that. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, I definitely did.
I hope you enjoyed it. And like I said, eat the meats without the bones. See the correlations that I made. I hope they made sense to you. They did make sense to me. Because now what I'd like to do when I read, whatever pop in my head, and if it's with that flow, I'm going to go through it. Let it work itself out. And Meg is going to be all right. She is. She went to the great witch doctor.
She did.
Solange. And I say that but I also say it out of when you can make people feel better, because that's what they said that Beyonce did, right? Hey, if you know, you know. And with that being said, please become a sunflower and spread those beautiful sunflower seeds all over the earth. The earth is dry.
Yeah, we desperately need it.
We need water. Please feed us some seed, because if you put the seeds, the rain will come. Mm-hmm. And what else would I say? If you like what I have to say, please give us a thumbs up. It's so appreciated. And hype us up. And I said subscribe. I said leave a message. And don't forget the thumbs up. Please, if you like this video, please support us by giving us a thumbs up. It means so much to us. And for all of you that are doing it, thank you so much. Just a thumbs up.
Yes.
That's it. Thank you. Because if you gave us a thumbs up, we already know that you are a sunflower.
Yes.
And we thank you, and we thank you, and we thank you for being a part of our family. And with that being said, you know our jingle. Mm-hmm. Hype us up. Subscribe to us. And don't forget to thumb us up. Hey, sunflowers.